Oh no, the logic thing happened again. I really got to get rid of this. All right, everybody, welcome back to the Sooner or Later podcast. I'm your host, Joey, the saddest short king on the planet. And this week for episode 115, we're watching Blue Bayou. Blue Bayou is directed, written, produced, and starring Justin Chan. I guess I'm just going to go Chan. Cinematography by Matthew Chuang and Ant Chang. Edited by Reynolds Barney. That's so weird. What the fuck? Music by Roger Swin. Production companies were Entertainment One and Macro. Distributed by Focus Features in the United States and Universal Pictures internationally. With release dates of July 13, 2021 at the Cannes Film Festival. That's what I'm assuming just Cannes is. And a U.S. release date of September 17, 2021, and a runtime of 119 minutes. Blue Bayou made $951,000 worldwide. That's it, huh? I don't think we have anything for the budget. And then Blue Bayou currently holds a 75% fresh rating on the tomato meter, with 122 reviews and a 93% audience score with 100 plus verified ratings. But you and I both know that the only people's opinions that matter are ours. So, boys,
the unks.
The unks. So, with 10 minutes on the timer, let's hear some spoiler-free review of Blue Bayou. And go. You're going to cry.
Yeah, so is this your guys' first Justin Chan film? Because it is for me, I think.
Has he ever made anything
I've
else?
seen when he would, as an actor, no. But I don't know if he's ever done anything else.
I'll have you know he was in Windy.
Over.
I'll have you know he was in Windy Woo, Homecoming Warrior.
Okay.
And I just saw that.
But no, I know him from 21 and Over. That's like the main thing I know him from.
I didn't know he was that guy.
Yeah, he's the Asian kid that is like.
He's the only Asian kid.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Is he in Twilight and New Moon?
Eric Yorkie. I think he's just one of Girl's
friends.
One
of the friends.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He may be trying to get with her at the beginning of Twilight.
And then I think he's like one of those original people. I think sitting at the lunch table with them. So he's like nobody like really.
Old boy can act.
I think he's fantastic.
This has to be so close to home for him, though, which is why that he's like really fucking pouring his heart and soul into it.
I mean, he's probably seen it before, yeah.
Yeah, or like know people. He knows people who have gone through what this movie is about. Is talking about like what the point of the movie a spoiler is?
It was in the trailer. I remember.
I didn't see this trailer. The only way that I knew about this was I saw it on HBO, and James was like, "This movie is good," and so I was never gonna watch it. I'm gonna be real with you. I was never gonna watch this movie.
Yeah, when I saw the trailer, I was gonna watch it in like the theater, but I just forgot.
Yeah, me and Eric talked about it, and it just kind of slipped. And it's kind of crazy that it slipped under both our radars because, like, the combination, I figured one of us should have saw it in theaters. I don't know how we did it.
Yeah.
But we talked about it, and I were talking about it.
I don't know if I could have handled this movie in theaters, though. And bro, I'd have walked out that theater looking like someone fucking hit me. I would have looked so fucked.
I normally don't cry, but I think this is the first movie I've ever cried to.
I mean,
dude, I was riding the struggle bus.
Bro, so was I. I mean, the first time, so the lead character's name is Antonio LeBlanc, and he has a stepdaughter named Jessie. The first time that they actually talk to each other, like when he is taking her to school, or he's supposed to be, that conversation in and of itself broke me. I was like, yo, dude, oh my God, this hurts so bad.
This shit's going to hit Joey so bad, I feel.
Dude,
I don't want to be that
fucking relationship.
Guy. Go ahead.
But that relationship, I 100% was just like, oh, anybody that has a relationship similar to that, it's going to hit. But like, even like as someone that doesn't have that same relationship, it's like still you're like just the thought of it, and it does make you feel sad. And I don't want to I wouldn't spoilers or explain it more, but it's just like just the family dynamic is like it's tough. Like it's hard not to get invested, and it's hard not to like feel the weight of it. Like you feel the weight of this movie.
Absolutely. And I don't want to be that guy, but as a dad, this whole movie fucking sucked. Bro, it was because this movie has a lot. This movie is super dense, and there's a ton of different characters in it. It's not a huge cast, but the weight of everyone is so heavy, and each time a new person is introduced, it's another layer of weight being put on you, and in turn being put on Antonio. And there was literally like 2 things that I couldn't relate on, but everything else I was like, oh fuck, this is it. I literally at one point was crying into my pizza puff because I was so hungry. I hadn't eaten all day and I was so hungry, but it was at the saddest part of this movie. And I was literally there were literal tears in my pizza puff as I was eating them. It was so sad. It was just, this movie is just insanely impactful. And
it doesn't even let up to is the thing. Like this movie, it does not let up.
I thought at one moment I was like, "Oh, this is the saddest part," and then like 10 minutes later, it's like, "Oh, fuck."
The one moment where there was supposed to be a moment of levity, it was just completely undercut by something even worse happening at that moment.
Yeah,
and it's just, and even like the payoffs don't make you feel any better. And I mean, this movie is so true to life. It's insane because it's so outlandish that you would never think that anything was that real. And then I don't know about you guys, but it got me thinking about some of the hardest days that I've been having, and like, fuck, bro, like no. Like when the hits start coming, they don't stop coming.
Yeah.
They just
don't
like,
stop.
Everything is just fucking relentless, just trying to tear you down.
And
like,
he didn't sugarcoat it, man. He kept it real.
Yeah,
my heart was a speed bag.
Yeah, yeah. And then Antonio was up there. I mean, it was. Yeah, I mean, this movie was just heartbreaking, and yeah,
And the relationship between, like, him and his wife, like, one, she's a fantastic actor. So it's just
are they married?
In the movie? I mean, they all have the same last name.
Yeah. In the movie, are they married?
Oh.
Well, they all have the same last name, so I was under the assumption.
Oh, okay.
And then he said, like, oh, my husband, my wife. So I just...
Yeah.
I don't know if it was like, oh...
No.
They said...
Though, when they were in the lawyer's office, they said that they were married?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if she was just saying that, though, you know?
Okay.
Because at that point, you're throwing everything at the wall, you know? And hoping for the best.
And I didn't know if it was like husband and wife, like, oh, this is the person that I'm in a serious relationship with. You know how people say that, like they call their significant other their husband and wife. But because they have the same last name in the movie, I'm assuming that they're actually legally married.
Yeah, I would.
Oh yeah, they
so.
have to be. They have to be actually, because they, like Eric said, in the lawyer's office. Without giving away too much.
This is her last movie she did.
Is she dead?
She did this movie? No.
Oh.
Like, she hasn't done a movie afterwards.
Damn.
My bad. Yeah, that was a bad
one. It's crazy that she's done this. So I thought this movie would have been like before some of her like bigger roles. I was like, I wonder how she got on this project.
Bro, I don't care if I'm The Rock. If this script lands in front of me, I'm fucking taking it.
Yeah.
Like, because I can only imagine how even sadder the script is. Because not everything in the script makes it to the screen. And who's to say that he didn't just have some of the saddest shit in this screenplay? Just fucking tearing
They're
you
like,
down.
Justin, this shit's too sad, man.
You gotta tone it back, brother. You can't tone back all those people.
It feels fast. Like, it doesn't feel like, when I was watching it, especially second time around, I was just like, oh, we're already here. Like,
it's a 2-hour-long movie, though.
And it's 2 hours, too, yeah.
Which is wild.
Yeah. It's crazy because, like, some 2-hour movies feel like forever, but this was a quick 2 for me.
I also did not mention at the top, but it mentions it in the, what the hell is it called? The Wikipedia page. This has lower to mixed reviews. Its Metascore is 58 out of 100. So
yeah, and I wonder,
people didn't really like it. I don't think. At least Reddit didn't. It seemed.
Oh,
I
really?
went to the movies subreddit, and I saw the discussion for this movie, and they were just like, Yeah, pacing's awful. It was just a bit. It was a bit too over dramatic.
So
Like,
there's a Rotten Tomato consensus.
I didn't read it. Hold on. The consensus is that Blue Bayou can be indelicate in its attempts to tug the heartstrings, but solid acting and a genuine affecting story make this drama difficult to ignore. I don't think it was indelicate at all. I think it was so true to life that if you think it's
it was
indelicate,
real.
you've never experienced hardship.
See, I think what they're saying is how we're talking about how it keeps coming at you, but I think that's a good thing. So the fact that people today it negatively, I think is weird.
That's
Because I
exactly
think the
it.
fact that they, I
'Cause-
appreciated it not holding back. I appreciated it being like, hey, this is real. The way the movie is shot, it feels real. The way the acting is done, it feels real. Like it's sad. Like not every movie has to have a happy ending. Not every movie has to be, just like, oh yeah, there's like a ton of levity. Like no, like real life sometimes is terrible.
Yeah, so like from what I'm seeing on Rotten Tomatoes, everybody just says it's a mess and that it's overly sad for no reason. So Donald Clark from the Irish Times said if Chan had parred his own script back, laid off the pathetic fallacies, and nudged away his influences, we might have had the drama the awful truth deserves. Bro, what the fuck are you even talking about?
What's that guy talking about?
He's fucking stay in Ireland, you bitch ass. This is
So,
America's shit.
Hey, man,
I
those
get
are
what they're
fans,
saying.
though, dude.
I just
Come on.
I
Yeah,
don't
that's
agree with it though. Like I understand what they're saying, but I just don't agree with it. Like the things that they thought, like they saw the same thing we saw and saw it in a negative. Like when I saw it in a positive.
Positive,
So it's like there's,
yeah.
There's no way around that.
And it might just come from a lack of perspective. I think perspective helps this movie. I think us being people of color helps our perspective of the movie. I think, us having very different family dynamics help the way that we view this movie. Like there's a lot of things in our favor to liking this movie. I think generally speaking we all like dramas too. So like this type of drama, though unrelenting, is not a negative, right? I think we can all watch it and feel for these people and feel for the story and the characters. Yeah, I'm flabbergasted that anybody thinks that this movie is bad.
Some people said that Minari was better.
I haven't
That's what
seen
the
it yet,
subreddit was
but
saying.
I mean that movie got great reviews, so.
But like I'm sure it is, but that doesn't take anything away from this movie. I feel like I bet you that movie is fantastic, but it's like okay, just because I see one fantastic movie doesn't mean I can't watch another movie and be like, oh well, in comparison, it's shit. Like,
and
no.
It's sad to say, but like I'm sure a lot of those people on Reddit were probably like, this Korean-led movie is way better than this other one, so this other one must suck ass.
Yeah,
and it's like they don't have to, bro. They literally don't.
Yeah, you can like both of them, and the other one could even be better. Like that's fine, but like just because that one is great, and I think didn't it get nominated for an Oscar, right?
Yeah, Minari did. I don't think Blue Bayou did anything, which
no, it
is
didn't
wild.
get any accolades that I've seen, at least not Oscar-wise.
There's some controversy to it too.
Well, we could talk about that in spoilers.
Yeah.
So, to wrap up spoiler free, we're gonna give it thumbs up or thumbs down. We're not gonna explain any more after that. 3, 2, 1. I'm actually giving
sad
two.
Boys.
Sad
boys
this
for life.
Straight sad boy hour. If you're not feeling sad boy hour, stay away from Blue Bayou. But other than that, it's 2 thumbs up, I think, from everybody. So what you should do is go ahead and click that link up in the top right-hand corner so that you can watch our spoiler full review of Blue Bayou. We love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Oh my fucking God. I don't even want to talk about it.
Real quick though, I think that was one of our best spoiler-free ones. I feel like we got the point across.
I think so too. And it was pretty tight.
They're sad boys.
Yeah, I mean, this review doesn't get hard until you have to start talking about the hard shit.
Well, his family dynamic, and when you finally break it down and you see why he does what he does, and it's like, so with people that don't like it are like, oh, it's just too much, but it's just like. Some people literally have those lives where it's like, no matter what they do, like he made a couple of mistakes, like, it happens, but like, it just shows you like how people look at people that make mistakes. And it's just like, your upbringing can change your life because he's so pure of heart, but it's just, he's been knocked down so many times that he just was trying to do whatever he could to like, provide. And then like, he still gets shit on every single time.
I mean, my man literally almost got drowned to death as a baby. His mom
Yeah.
almost fucking murdered
Dude,
his
that
ass.
scene, dude.
I mean,
Where they show the little baby going
crying
into the water,
and the water is covering his face or whatever. It is fucked. It's so fucked. And the movie has a lot to it. It's dense, and there's so many things happening. There's so many different subplots. And if you want to come in and like just see a straightforward sad drama, yeah, this movie's not for you because he's touching on every aspect of this dude's life falling apart at the seams. So like, I mean, I just don't understand. I mean, I might be spoiling it here. I absolutely love this movie.
We're in spoilers, dude. Come on.
No. I mean the very end of the podcast.
He's like, I'm spoiling the own podcast.
Yeah.
The own show.
I think this movie is fantastic, and it would have been top 10 for 2021 if I would have seen it then. You know, like I think this movie was so perfectly done and resonates so well. And you know, maybe it is just because it made me feel harder than I've ever felt in any movie before. But like it was perfect if that's what he was going for. If he wanted me to cry, my man fucking came out here and did it.
I know how we say like, oh hey, we would have done this different, we would have done that different, like, but they're trying to tell the story they're trying to tell. Yeah. I really do think that, and I just appreciate the story he told. And it's one of those times where like the movie feels real. He told the story he wanted to tell, and he didn't hold back for the sake of being like, oh, I don't want to be, just
Keep
add
going.
too much weight to the movie. I don't want to, I'm not gonna hold back on.
He's not trying to ruin his vision because he wants it to be more successful commercially, right?
Because like we already feel sorry for the character pretty much as soon as the movie's kind of going on. You see how
straight
hard
from the jump, it's like that job interview. He's like, nope, we don't want you here.
Yeah,
which is wild. They really went in on my boy for no reason. Go ahead.
I mean the Foster stuff, I think was like, it's one of those things where you're like, oh, okay, this is obviously terrible. He's I'm not freezing.
Yeah, you're cutting up a little bit, but we're getting it though.
Okay. He has a chance of being deported, so you think like, okay, this is as worse as it's gonna get, right? He's losing his family, who he loves. He's about to have a new baby. His stepdaughter's kind of going through the I wouldn't say trauma, but like she's going through the changes in the family dynamic.
Yeah.
So she's struggling, and he's trying to keep the family together. And then you think like oh. Okay, he has no family, and bring up the foster mom. You think like, oh, cool, and then he's like, no. Then it's like, okay, yeah. Still like his being, he's like, no, because he would beat us both.
Dude, when he's talking to his stepmom, and he goes like, the reason I was so mad at you is because I wanted you to leave with me and you just stayed. And she can't say anything. She's just sitting there stun-locked. Yeah, she can't even look at him. And it's so fucking sad. And then she shows up later.
Damn.
It's tough, man.
That was like their conversation, and that's why the movie, like, I choose you to be, my daughter. You choose me to be your daddy. And then in the end, he's just like, when he's talking to her, he's like, I just want you to choose me. So like you realize like, oh, how big that is for him. Like he's saying he chooses someone. Like that's just it. That's like all he can really like. That is his love. Like
yeah. Nothing more. That was the end of the thought.
Yeah, I mean, my thing's like breaking up, so I'm trying to make sure it's like getting all in there.
No, yeah, we got it. We're getting it.
But no, so then it's just like even like at the very end when it comes back to it again, and you understand why the girl's upset, but then you're almost upset because I'm just like, hey, come on, like he's leaving, and then the breaking point is one of the saddest things I've ever seen in my life.
Hearing that little girl cry,
I was like, oh, she's gonna run to him. But then her crying out was even worse, dude. I was like,
it was, dude.
Hearing her tiny little voice break as she's screaming, "Daddy, please don't go." The worst. That shit'll kill you no matter what. I don't care how heartless you are. I don't care, if you don't have kids. It doesn't fucking matter. That shit is gonna fuck your world up no matter what.
Dude, She should have got nominated, man. That little girl.
Honestly, just for that.
I really don't know how nobody got nominated in this fucking movie, though. I think it's really fucking ridiculous.
That
It's
scene
a
too remind
controversy,
me
man.
of Train to Busan, where like the girls like screaming and stuff.
Yeah.
And I thought that was like the saddest version of that I ever was gonna see. And then I saw this and I was like,
shit.
oh no. What was the controversy though?
They were just saying that the members of the international Korean adoptee community have criticized the film, and like they just said like, "Hey, you stole like this dude's story, like the story of this guy getting deported. Like you just used their like the stories of those people for your benefit." But like in response to that, Sean said that like he worked with 13 adoptees, and the film is not about one person. You know, it's about like the collectives.
I think that's
You know,
the hard
whole
part,
deal.
right? Because he mentioned
So
those people in the credits. Go ahead.
But I think the thing too is where like, okay, afterwards that's why he probably credited him. But it's just like there's so many stories like this, and there's so many people that have gone through this shit that's like, yeah, you're bound to find someone that it's like closer to, I guess you would say.
Right.
And like he did use it as inspiration. But I wouldn't even like, it's not like he one made a ton of money off this, and two, it's just like I mean, he chose to tell a story because he wanted to, like, it seems like it's still good awareness for like how bad the system is for like deportation, which I thought was huge. Because like we're still dealing with that now, especially like in the Hispanic community, where like you see stuff like this, where it's just like, oh no, like these people, like so many of these people were like born here. He lived here for 30 years, and it's just like just because some like loopholes, they can kick him out of the country. He has nobody over there. He doesn't know anybody over there. He doesn't speak the language.
Bro, he doesn't
like,
even speak the fucking language. He is basically a natural U.S. born citizen. And you're going to kick him out on some fucking bullshit technicality. He pays his fucking taxes, bro. If you're paying your taxes, they shouldn't be kicking you out of fucking nowhere. That shit is crazy as hell to me.
Not to the government, man.
I know, but there's some crotchety old white people. Fuck them. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Burn those motherfuckers at the stake. They're witches.
It's a broken system, like, and it continues to be broken. And I think this movie, I wish more people would have seen it because I think it does shine a light on how broken that system is.
The only problem, though, I think, is that people would react like some of the reviewers that we saw and just be like, "Oh, that would never happen. Oh, this is just bullshit. It's so over dramatic. That doesn't happen. There's no such thing as a racist cop. Blah 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 blah."
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, no, that shit happens every fucking day to people. Like, get the fuck out of here.
And then some people were like, "Oh, what? Why the heck did he? Like, that's a valid excuse getting beat up to death, you know? Like, why not just reschedule the thing?" But it's like, it's a movie, man.
No, but they also didn't know. Go ahead.
I think even if they do know, you are under the assumption that they're gonna like care that this two-time felon. Two-time felon, it doesn't matter. That happened, and it's just like since he's a two-time felon and he has tattoos all over his place, you know, his they're on his neck, they're on his arms, they're everywhere. Like it doesn't matter what his excuse was. Like even that, like they proved it to be true, it wouldn't. I don't think it would change the fact because they'd be like, well, you know, if you didn't put yourself in these situations, you know, like all that kind of stuff. Yeah, there's no way that they would just be like, oh yeah, it's okay, sir, because even the lawyers tell him, he's like, hey man, the biggest thing against you is you're a felon. Like, it doesn't. Everything else we can prove, it's still not going to really matter because you're a felon.
Yeah, I mean, he told him straight up. He was like, bro, nah, it's going to be real fucking hard, homeboy.
He was like, you got this? No. You got this? No. How about this? No. Well, shit, man.
You better hope your mom wants to come over here and talk to somebody.
Like my thing is too, especially it's just like the system is built against him. Like there's nothing like, and sure, it's easy to be like, oh, it's all rainbows and butterflies. He can tell them that this crooked cop beat him up, and all that would happen is they probably say they did. They reset the whole thing, and they're like, okay, still you don't meet the requirements. You're still gone. Yeah.
I mean, who's to say that judge wasn't fucking racist anyways? Like, they could have put him up against the worst fucking judge for that shit who was gonna deport his ass anyways.
Yeah. like, and that's the thing. Say the movie is another 10 minutes and they go to another trial. The movie's still the same way. There's no
so
way he
sad.
stays.
We're still hearing that
Yeah.
little girl screaming out, "Daddy, please don't go!" As he's going, "I don't
Yeah.
want to leave, but they're making me."
Mhm.
And she wouldn't let go, dude. I was like,
Oh, dude, that
God.
hand
They
hold
were
at the end, dude,
squeezing
is-
so fucking
Yeah.
hard, and you could feel it. That little girl's fucking hand was probably broken.
Honestly,
Yeah, they
that's what I
had
was saying.
to.
Like, dang, you said that shit. What I also like, and it just shows you like how pure of heart he is. Even though like people should not still be that pure of heart after the life he has lived.
Yeah, he
Like,
should be a
he's generally
jaded old
good
fuck.
person.
Yeah,
Yeah, he sees like he to himself because even early in the movie he's like, oh, hey, do you ever think about what Ace feels? Do you ever you want to see if they can kind of have their relationship? And in the end, he sees like he knows how he would feel if his daughters were taken away. So he's also not going to take away the daughter.
yeah.
Like, and that just shows you where he's, oh, no, I'm doing this because, I want to set everything up. You can see in his face where he's just like, I'm not going to make it harder on them. Like, I got to get it together. Like,
Right.
I'm going to struggle.
You
guys
think
should
he
have to
ever
struggle
comes
with
back?
me.
He can't. They said legally he cannot come back.
Hey, but hey.
No,
Yeah, sure.
yeah. I think his mom's gonna try to drown him again too.
Yeah.
I mean, but like, I don't know the finer details of it, but that dude said, if you lose, that's it, brother. You're out of here. I would
Yeah,
have
that
just taken the
sucks.
L. I would have been like, I'll go live in Korea for a year. I'll be back. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, that shit is wild.
Yeah. I mean, I think it'd be easier to leave if you had some setup there. It's like,
Yeah.
it's, I guess you fight and it's just like, you don't want to leave your family because like, you think you're gonna like beat it, like even though everything in his life has told him no, he still thought
He
he's
still
gonna
has
beat
hope.
it.
Yeah.
He does, yeah.
The cancer subplot also broke my heart a little bit. That didn't hit as hard though because Alex had just gotten home with food. As the cancer, what was her name?
Forget.
Parker.
I thought it was
Parker was
Yeah,
her
it was
name.
Parker.
Yeah.
At her funeral was when Alex got home, and I was kind of telling Alex what the movie was about. So I was already crying because I was talking about the movie, and she was also being buried, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is so sad." Bye.
I was like, where's
one
this
of
going?
I think that's one of the things where I can see pacing, like it's kind of glossed over, like her funeral and stuff. Like it's one of the things where you introduce this character, which you needed. She needs to be in the movie because one, she needs to like show him like the cultural side, plus her dad himself. He hadn't had to see like some of that stuff. I feel.
Yeah, but they were Vietnamese. He can't fucking that shit don't transfer.
No, he said they're close enough, dude. They both had a war. There's North and South. Like they're very close. He said it not
Under
me.
that, he could go to fucking Iraq then, I guess, and be like, "Wait, we've been in a war."
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I think that would be the only thing that I'd be like, I mean, why'd y'all do that to me? So that he could see somebody who had it worse? Is that why y'all did that to me?
Yeah.
So he could be like,
Maybe.
could be worse, could be dead.
Like I
mean,
liked her
he-
character too, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Just,
and he
was
he
rushed.
opened up to her.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was, because I tried to have to walk Alex through the first hour and 40 minutes of the movie, like during the last 20 minutes, and I was like, that's some random woman. She has cancer. I'm pretty sure they put her in here just so that he could have someone to talk to, because nobody else would even kind of come close to understanding him. It is just her and the dad, I guess.
But that little story is crazy too, like because that is such a tough choice to make. He's like, oh, I live no regret. Like we separated us, it's a better chance for one of us to make it, like one half of us, and it's just like. Because honestly, it's like, why dwell on that in life when you're like, you know what, we could have all
Yeah, that could have been all of us,
captured.
because we could
We
have
could've
all
all
gone
been
that
dead.
way. Yeah.
Yeah, which I thought was interesting. And the movie, also that song "Blue Bayou," I didn't realize that's how it was like spelled. The lyrics of that song I thought was by
you,
and then yeah.
Straight bop though. Holy shit! If that
Yeah.
was her
Dude,
actual
she's-
singing voice,
Yeah,
That's what I was wondering. Yeah.
god damn, I would imagine.
It sounded like it.
Man, rich people can do everything. They got the money for it.
Yeah, That's true.
She's from Sweden, dude. No way it was her.
Oh
dude.
fuck!
Come on.
She said I'm going to sing your song
Dude, the
with my
Swedes make all the
family."
good pop music. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
And she has
Damn.
braces, and she was a Valkyrie too. Fuck it.
100%.
Oh, she's married to Michael Fassbender. Wow.
Oh man,
Oh, I didn't know that.
She be getting the fucking
Yeah.
pipe then. Holy shit. God bless her organs, dude. Them bitches rearranged.
No wonder she hasn't been to do blockbuster movies because he does all the blockbuster movies.
Yeah, she just be
Yeah.
chilling.
She's like, I'm gonna try to get my
Me too.
Oscars.
She said they're all for me, baby. He does them for them.
Oh, and she was supposed to be Tomb Raider. I guess.
Yes.
She was Tomb Raider.
No, yeah, she was,
Oh,
right?
she was.
Yeah.
Wait, who was she in the Green Knight?
remakes.
Is she the
Yeah,
the queen?
She's the
Or the
yeah.
princess?
She's the no. She's the mother of his child, and then she's that other queen lady. Remember, she plays two roles.
Yeah, she's the one who
Oh,
makes
yeah,
him
yeah,
come.
The Jism.
Yeah.
I need to rewatch that movie. I haven't rewatched it yet.
That was wild. She's
so-
also in Ex Machina. That's the main thing I know her from.
I mean, that movie slaps too.
That movie's so good.
So good. I cried 8 times during this movie. Legitimately
God
8
damn.
times.
I
You-
cried twice.
You know, they weren't all fucking weeps. You know, the ending,
The
straight
last one
weeps.
was.
You know, when
I mean
go ahead.
the ending is tough. Like I don't cry, but I had a couple tears come down, and like I like no movies ever like really like
It's
kind of
same.
get to me.
Bro,
Yeah, this
like-
is my first one.
I was
think.
legit.
Yeah,
It was bad, bro. It was so bad.
I thought her performance, it's the little girl's performance, like it's a situation, and then you
It's
can't
his
tell me that's
too,
not
though.
real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's his too. He's crying and screaming, and you can see his face just completely
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
just being torn apart by his sadness. It's
Anytime
just
he
so
breaks
heavy.
down, it's so good.
Yeah.
Like when Eric was
His
talking about like the
eyes.
fight they had and
It is
everything
his eyes.
earlier, like you know when they talk about the mother and he's talking about why he doesn't want them, but I was like, man, it's like, dude, in the country for 6 months. Well, your real mother wants to drown you. Then she can take care of you. Then your parent,
Yeah.
then your foster parents, your original adopted parents. 6 months, yeah, don't want this kid. All right, now I'm gonna live half my life getting beat in foster homes. Oh, I got a great family. Oh no, they beat me too.
Did he say he got beat in every foster home though?
I wouldn't doubt
No.
it. It seems like that.
No, he just said that he was being.
You can't
passed
tell me he didn't
around.
get beat at least one other time.
Yeah, probably. I mean, the system is fucked up. But that
Like if
last
that was a
time
good
it.
family, like if he thought that was a good family.
Yeah, that's true. But like, there are other forms of abuse other than physical. You know.
Yeah.
So who's to say that he didn't just get mentally abused?
He probably got
everywhere
all
else?
of them, man.
Yeah, I mean, he
Honestly.
had his fair taste of all of it.
The only Asian kid probably in like his foster homes.
Yeah, in Louisiana, absolutely. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I mean, this movie started making me cry though 20 minutes in. The conversation that the stepdaughter has with him about the new baby coming, where she says like, this is gonna be your baby though. It won't be like me. You're gonna have your own baby, your own blood. And she said something along the lines of, I know you're gonna leave because of the way you looked at the ultrasound and you cried for her and you've never cried for me. And that whole, the line delivery, the conversation that they're having with each other, the feelings behind it, because those feelings are so real. Like the life of a stepchild is so fucking hard, especially if one of their parents just doesn't want them. So like this dude has to work doubly as hard to make sure that this little girl is feeling loved from a male figure, because the other one just didn't give a fuck, didn't give a rat's ass about her.
Yeah.
And now he has to try to prove to her that like, bro, this baby isn't going to change anything. I have loved you the whole time I've known you, and I love you forever. And when he promises not to leave, I was like, fuck, he's going to leave. He ain't making it out of the movie alive. He's going to have to leave.
Like, the weight of it when she like drops the line of when she's just like, you're more like you're going to leave like Ace did. And it's just like, so like she only
He's
knows
used to
abandonment
it.
by male figures.
Yeah.
Like there's no way, and even with something weird where it's like kind of a throwaway line where it's like it's the setup why the one other Asian man doesn't come around because like he, they did crimes together. But she's just like, oh, why'd you stop coming around? It's just like, so like I'm sure they have a great dynamic together, even though it's only a couple of scenes. Where just like in her life, all she's seen is like men around and like leaving her,
abandoning her. Yeah.
Yeah, even though like and that's why he's like, oh, you gotta ask your mom about that.
I was gonna say two of them blame the mom. It's Ace and this guy blame the mom, which is fucked up. Cause like, bro, you know why, motherfucker, you be stealing bikes. Don't lie to her.
Yeah, she has every right to not want the friend around. And then Ace himself was immature and didn't want the responsibility. And
dude, a straight bitch made.
And now that he wants to come back, it's just like it ain't that sweet, it ain't that simple. But in her head, she just like, man, everyone leaves me, and now my mom has a new baby, so she's gonna love that baby more probably. Because it's the baby with the dad you're currently with, and like so there's no way that little girl is not feeling all that. And then like when you think about that, and in the end, it's just like, oh my god,
dude.
Yeah, I mean, and her biological dad is there, like, and the only thing she wants is her dad.
Mm-hmm. What's crazy because that does not make it any better.
No,
it's not like, well, your dad's still here. Like, no, I don't give a
She's
fuck.
like, no,
fuck that guy. Yeah,
he's bitch made.
Yeah, man, I don't want no punk ass, trick ass bitch made, disloyal.
Right?
Yeah. So rough.
Like, I knew this movie was gonna be good from the trailer, but I didn't expect it to make me cry. Honestly,
when they say blue, they mean it.
You ain't lying. They put that blue in there for a motherfucking reason.
Because I thought it was gonna be like a simple like he's gonna get deported story. But there was nothing simple about.
Yeah, because I knew he was facing the portion to like from the trailer, but you don't like expect ins and out. Dude, I hated the mom, dude. I understand she's trying to protect her daughter, but I hated her.
She bitch made.
Yeah,
that mom was bitch made.
And then even when Ace comes and she's like, they left. I was
Ace, they left.
Oh my god!
I like it because
she was
racist.
Racist.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
Absolutely was racist. Come on, how could she not be?
In that town, for sure.
Dude, but he's from here. He's been living there his whole life. His accent's fucking Louisiana.
But where are you from? Oh, I understand what you're asking now, sir. I'd be like, Louisiana. Fucking take it or leave it.
He handled that with so much class. Like that's the thing that sucks because like he handles everything with class. He knows he made a mistake, and everybody still treats him like shit because he made a mistake. But I understand them not hiring him at the dealership thing if he stole bikes.
I don't even think it was a dealership. I'm pretty sure it was like a mechanic shop. It was
okay, but like that's
even less of a reason to hire his ass.
Yeah. Like I understand like he didn't hire him like combination of reasons, but it's like no, I wouldn't have hired him to work in my shop because he stole bikes. Sure, logically, but when you start off with racial undertones, you know
exactly why he didn't hire that motherfucker.
Yeah.
You're just looking for a reason.
Truly.
Yeah. Because if it was, I feel like based on some of the characters, if that was a white man in that situation, he would have been like, all right, I'm going to give you a second chance.
100%. It's not even up for fucking debate.
Next week.
Yeah. Yeah. So
bro, and the piece of shit cop that's like, hey, buddy, I did you a favor.
Oh,
I
man.
hated him too.
Yeah, he was a straight bitch. But like, how do they want me to feel about Ace?
That's what I was gonna say. I was like,
that's what I was
Ace
wondering
redeemed?
too.
No, I don't think so.
Right?
I'm not giving it to him. Fuck him. He's not allowed to come into my girl Jessie's life like this. At her lowest of lows to swoop in and pick up the pieces. You could eat my fucking ass, Ace. You're not worth a fuck.
So,
Get the
but
fuck
he did
out
do
of
the
here.
right thing.
When it comes to like him
It took him
and
10
the
years.
relationship with the daughter, it's like, you still got some ways to go to earn that relationship back. But like now I realize like, okay, he's not a shit cop. But even in the beginning, he's not really doing much. But just like, bro, you are allowing it though. Is the thing.
Yeah, he's
like,
enabling it.
He should have never let him arrest him. He should have never let him.
Yeah.
At all. You should have been like, get the fuck off him. Don't be a dick.
Yeah. And that, honestly though, like it was kind of the wife's fault too. It's like, bro, chill out. Like it's just some fucking yogurt.
No,
but
she's pregnant. Yeah, like you can't.
Dude, he has hormones too.
Not like that though. He's too busy trying to steal bikes. He's got those hormones elsewhere.
His
Nah.
testosterone is off the charts.
His shit's half as fucked up too. All right.
Nah. Yeah, a
Dude, he
quarter
has
is fucked
rights.
up. Not no
He
more.
has rights.
He ain't got a
He
right
really
to shit.
doesn't. No, he ain't got nothing.
He got a right to live in Korea, and that's it.
Honestly.
Yeah, I just and then like, how am I supposed to feel about his friend who's in the ice? Because he's a bitch too for working with
And
ice. Fuck him.
So I think this situation though,
Nah, he a
I think
bitch.
that like turned a leaf for him though. The when he realizes like, oh crap, because he the way he's talking about immigrants in the first place is just, oh yeah, they're all
Flip it.
It was
shit.
just numbers to him.
yeah.
Yeah, and then once he realizes like, oh wait, you a good
My
guy,
friend-
my
my
friend.
Yeah,
is an
you're a good
immigrant.
one. They shouldn't be
Yeah.
taking you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully that dude becomes a cop and he's a good cop. But I mean, like,
yeah.
he's also in the tattoo parlor though, bullshitting with other minorities. So like, I mean,
Yeah, I don't think he's a bad dude necessarily.
I think it was the only job he could get, so he just does it.
Mhm.
And he just
Yeah.
uses it as a joking measure and threatens every colored person he knows.
Yeah.
It tells them, I'm going to deport you. I was bored here.
And
Come
he
on.
100% would have let him go. He would have.
I mean, that's
he
what
would
he's,
have hands
he's
down.
he says as much
Yeah.
at the lake, right? He says
But
like,
Antonio
He-
does the right thing.
If you run, I won't come catch you, or like, I won't catch you. Like,
yeah, but that's so short-sighted. Like, bro, you know everybody else in your department is gonna go catch his ass. Like, what the fuck?
yeah.
No, just file
I
the
mean-
paperwork like he did.
But no, and that's why like he's just like, he just decides to go in the end because he's just like, you know what, we'll just live in Korea more or less. Like I'll still have my family. Like
I don't.
Hey, Korea's cool though.
I don't think he assumed that they were gonna come with him though.
oh no. But I think like he probably thought like, oh, eventually.
Right.
I don't if he knew they 100% weren't coming, I don't think he leaves. I think he just says fuck it.
I
No,
don't
no
know,
way.
man.
I don't think
He's
so
gonna do the
either.
right thing.
Right. I mean,
Yeah,
all of his intentions are pure, like you were saying. I don't think he would have
Yeah.
evaded the law, because that
But his
that
family, man.
yeah, but evading the law instantly puts your whole family at risk.
Yeah.
They could freeze all of his wife's accounts and shit. Then
That's
they're
the one time
fucked.
I wanted him to be a fucking outlaw.
Bad boy.
Then we're Queen and Slim shit or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh
But like,
shit.
hopefully he moves to Korea near like a military base because there's a lot of people
Yeah.
that speak English there. He get a job there, you know.
He'd be like, I'm from the Bayou. All I know
Blue
is
Bayou
tattoo.
too.
Yeah. I couldn't.
Blue
I couldn't.
Bayou too.
Even if it was a happy movie, I couldn't. I wouldn't want to spoil it.
no, like
I would
this
never
movie
watch
should
it.
never get a sequel. 100%
Ever.
not.
Unless it's a prequel, and we show his
I don't want to
rough
watch him
upbringing.
get beat.
Yeah,
No.
that's sad.
No,
Even
that'd
sadder.
Yeah, that'd be worse. It would 100% be worse.
Or
We see the more the drowning, more the mom probably beating
Oh
him to start.
no!
or you make a movie about the little girl and her life's sad now.
Jesse, you see Jesse grow up? Oh hell no! I could never.
God.
Her trying to learn Korean. I
Oh,
can't-
Getting picked up
fuck.
because she's the only white girl.
Yeah. Oh no! Yeah, that
Hey,
sounds
she gets
fucking awful.
deported.
Oh, no.
They didn't file her paperwork right.
I told you we could make this comedic. I knew jokes were gonna slide
We shouldn't
somewhere.
be. We shouldn't be joking about this though. It's
The
so
mom
sad.
dies in birth.
Oh,
Let's
she trying to give birth, Eric.
They're gonna have another baby. No,
Baby,
they want
like the new
They want
baby.
a Korean citizen baby, so
Oh
they
my
could
God.
get all the
Yeah.
paperwork situated.
We're taking over the world. We're having a baby in every continent.
I'm from the Bayou.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's so hard. All of this movie is so hard. It's so sad. It's so good though. If you need a good cry, I think this goes
Now-
in the list, the pantheon of movies to make you cry. Rent, this
I would
movie,
agree.
Schindler's
Rent.
List. Have you never seen Rent, Eric?
Nah.
That movie will make you
With
motherfucking
the
cry.
striped pajamas.
But I was just about to
I
say
never
that
watched
until
that
Eric
either.
cut me off. That movie's sad as fuck, Eric. That
Yeah.
movie's so sad.
Now, which one was better though? This
What?
one or Vengeance?
This movie
For
a billion
directed, starring, writing.
a billion times this movie.
But I don't think we can compare them, right? It's like
I mean,
like
they're
Jay
very,
said,
they're
You
very.
can
different.
you
Super
can
different.
apple to oranges my balls. Okay, we can compare them because they're both
No,
films.
one is digital and one is film.
Man, I'm so glad you said that because holy shit, the film grain in this movie, I was nutting in between the tears.
Same.
Oh,
especially
like, I love the style.
like the blue on the lake. I was like, what type of colors are these?
Bro, or even the little imperfections of the film. So when he was in the diner right before he got his ass beat, there's like a twig on the film, and it's only for
there's like
this
shit
shot.
on it.
Oh, it's so good. It's so gritty. It's so real.
Yeah.
I can feel it.
No, that helps this movie. I think it sets a mood and it sets an environment and it just sets like the scenery where like you can't tell me that this isn't real life. Like this is someone that I know is life and it's happening. And I'm hearing about
he
it.
used a
It's real to me,
16
damn it.
millimeter.
That makes
So the
sense.
aspect ratio was off, wasn't it? If you think about the movie, the aspect ratio was off. It was like there were black bars on the side. Just think
I
about
can't
it.
remember honestly. I'm
I was
thinking of
too
Blonde
in.
too much.
I was too zoned in. I don't know, but I'm. If you say there was, I'll believe you.
Yeah, if you
I
say there was, I
promise.
believe you, man.
No, go to HBO right fucking now because now I don't want to look like an idiot. But like it's just it like fucked my whole viewing up a little bit because I was like, I gotta fix this. I don't like the way this indent looks. So I had to change the settings on my TV to make it as wide as possible.
What?
Yeah, I was being a real fucking bitch about it. I couldn't.
Damn, you
hang
ruined
it.
his vision, dude.
I really did though.
Yeah.
Fuck him. He should have made me cry, his bitch ass.
Oh,
That's what he did.
I mean, I think though, like seeing back-to-back movies, like it's so cool to see people's vision where they literally like write, direct, star. Like that takes so much. Like,
I mean,
and the fact that
and
Oh, yeah,
Justin
you're right, Joey.
paid for this. He produced this movie. So like he put everything on the line for this.
yeah,
It is a
and I wonder
different
what the
aspect
budget
ratio, right?
was though.
Yeah, we'll never know.
yeah, it is a net different. It's like super slight black bars on this head.
Yeah, it's only slight to you. It's not slight on that 4K TV, baby.
It was
All right.
sliding him, I guess.
It was sliding me. That's why I threw hands and changed the TV settings. All right, anything else we want to touch on before we get into the final questions here?
No, I think we got it.
I think we opened everything, man.
Then these questions better be short and sweet then.
I
Don't
can't
be-
be promise.
Don't be fucking going on about some shit because I
James-
gave you the
James
chance.
can go on about some shit, dude.
No.
Come on.
You guys are gonna say some shit, and now I'm like, well, I remember this, but actually, it made me think about this.
I gave him the chance right fucking now. If he doesn't take it,
Wait, who
That's
else?
his
Who else
fault.
thought the lady was gonna fall off the bike and die?
I did.
I
Holy
did it.
shit, I did. When you saw her fall asleep, I'm like, oh my god,
I was like,
Antonio,
she's
don't
dead.
make the turn. Don't make the turn, Antonio.
I thought it was a little funny when I probably shouldn't have though when her wig flew off.
You ain't shit. You ain't never gonna be shit.
I laughed too.
Oh my god, you guys are ruining Justin's vision, not me. I got scared when the little girl started to fall asleep on the bike. I was like,
Dude,
oh
they
my
hit
god.
that bump, dude.
Yeah.
That one bump, and I was like, okay, hold on. They
He
only got
probably
one.
saw
He
that.
realized.
Yeah.
He realized out of character. He was like, "Oh shit,
Oh,
wait."
fuck. Yeah, he
I
like
think
reached
so.
back
Like
for
I
her.
really do.
Oh my god. All right. Anything else?
They shot this on Kodak Vision 250D
Can I buy that right
and
now?
500T.
Can I buy
I'm
that?
about to buy a whole roll of 500T. That was my next plan.
Oh shit, you're about to make Blue Bayou 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Something like that.
Electric Bayou Lulu.
Strikes back.
Fuck you, you're that shit. Don't laugh at that, you fucking hoe. All right, we ready to go then?
Yeah.
All right. James, what was your favorite part of Blue Bayou?
I guess the two. So it would be two scenes. So one, the end, even
Favorite
though it's
part.
very sad.
One part. You
The
get
end,
one.
Super sad.
Okay.
The end.
You gotta pick. All right, Eric, what was your favorite part of Blue Bayou?
I think the kitchen scene because that opens up the tears for me.
That was
kitchen
my other
where he
scene,
fights
but
with
I
his-
only got one.
That's
Yeah, you
it.
do.
The kitchen scene when they finally fight. I'm like, damn.
Finally fight. They were fighting all the way home too.
There were a lot of big.
I don't know, man. Yeah, I guess it. I don't want to say the end though because the end was so sad. Was it the
So
end?
sad.
I don't want to say the courtroom scene
The
because that was
daughter's
really sad.
relationship.
I mean, the relationships are really good. It has to be the end though. The end,
Yeah.
and then the cut to black. I
They
don't know.
didn't
How to
end it
end.
on us like that.
They
and
didn't.
then some
Did it?
Spike Lee shit where it's like actual people.
Yeah.
You see actual footage.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was some Black Klansman shit. Fuck.
Fuck.
James, what's your least favorite part of Blue Bayou?
Anything with the mother, I fucking hated her.
It's a bad kind of hate too. I don't respect it.
Yeah. I'm supposed to hate her, but I hate that she was in there anyway.
Eric?
I hate the cops.
Yeah, I mean, all cops are bastards. I can't.
I hate ice.
But really, though, fuck Ice.
All my homies hate ice.
That's for sure. Two of us at least. I don't know James's stance on Ice, but he better hate
Man,
him.
Ice came and they so there's this Mexican restaurant I like to go to, and tell me why they came in there and they got shut down for a few days. And those guys are hardworking people. Like, there's really no need for that.
Yeah, but they're illegals.
All my homies hate Ice.
That's right, baby. Fuck Ice. All Ice is bastards. What did I hate the most? I just hate that this movie affected me. I wish I could be a heartless bastard in this movie. Could not. But like,
nobody can be this. No one's that stone. I'm stone cold, and I felt like.
I think if I wasn't a dad, it wouldn't have been that bad. But after having stepkids and also having a brand new baby, after
Dude,
loving,
I knew this shit was gonna fucking hate you, dude.
I did too.
Bro.
It's the first time I saw it.
I'm telling you, as soon as that little girl was like, "You're not gonna love me as much anymore because of that new baby," because that was literally when we found out that we were pregnant. The first thing I thought of was, the kids are gonna think that I don't love them as much anymore because of the new baby, and like you can't. It's so hard to convince a kid otherwise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because their mind is just so much greater than logic because they just haven't hit that yet, you know? Like if she was 18 talking like that, all right, bitch, you're being dramatic. But she is 8 talking like that, so that's how she motherfucking feels. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Like it's hard because like the tension splits, and like it's not like it's like oh because I love this one more than the other, but that just has to happen because you got to take care now of like multiple people.
Yeah.
But the kid's only gonna look at it as like, oh, you had all my attention, now you rather be with that person. But also too, the other one is a baby which needs more care,
Which you just need to pay more attention. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now
One
she
other
don't
thing
got
I-
his attention at all. So.
No, now he's in Korea. Well, another thing I really liked real quick was the saying when it was just like, is this a blue truth or like
Yeah. Is it a? Yeah. Did he say blue? No. He said is this a blue thought or is it a true thought? Those were the words he used.
There it is.
And she was like, "What? Is it a blue thought or a true thought?"
And I never thought about something like that because, like, you know what? That's interesting. Like, that is
I think it's a super good lesson to teach children.
Yeah.
That your brain is gonna play tricks on you. Your brain isn't always gonna be truthful with you. Sometimes you have
Those
to look.
chemicals.
Yeah, sometimes you got to look past that stuff and find out what is really your truth or what is just a negative thought. Yeah, I mean, when he dropped that, I was like, "Damn, bro, I'm fucking writing that shit down. Bro. I'm about to hit my kids with this shit."
That's we can get that tatted on our chest.
You ain't lying. But yeah,
In Korean.
The real translation would be so fucked up though. It'd be like, is this a blue ox truth or a fucking true blue line truth? Fuck, I didn't mean that. No. All right, cinema scores. Would we rent it? No.
Shit, I'd rent it to support my boy Chan.
Yeah, he
I'll buy
needs
the
it.
DVD. DVD seller doesn't work.
Would you buy this movie physically? I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, I might have to look for it.
I don't know how I've seen this twice. I don't know.
I need to buy. There's like a list of movies that like I'm waiting to show the kids until they're old enough, and I'm gonna buy this movie and let it collect dust until they hit the ripe old age of 28, and I'm fucking busting this dusty bitch open and playing it just so I can see my kids fucking weep, just crying all over the fucking place. Yeah, that's what you get, you little bitch. That's how you made me feel.
Right. Cry those real tears.
Would you buy it digitally? No.
Nah.
Would you buy this in the $5 bin at your favorite movie buying local establishment? No.
Apparently, a lot of people are. So yes, I will.
Yeah, why not?
We're gonna
Gift
go.
it out to someone.
We're gonna go DVD bin diving to find all the Blue Bayous. We'll have the Guinness World Record of the most Blue Bayou discs.
That'd be wild.
Would you put this on in the background while people are over?
That's too heavy.
Nah.
Heavy.
In the background, no. Would I watch this with somebody? Absolutely. I mean, I watched A Star Is Born with people. I would definitely watch this movie with people, even though it's
Watch
way
this on the
sadder.
first date.
Oh my god! You be a straight savage. What the fuck?
I think under the assumption of like, oh hey, I want to show you like a sad dramatic movie, or like someone's like, oh I never cried during movies. It's like, well let's see, because this movie makes people cry.
then.
Look, I'm a serial monogamous, so I don't ever have to deal with the dating scene. I can guarantee your dick will be dry as hell at the end of the night if you show somebody this movie. I don't know a single person in the world, man or woman or non-binary, who'd be like, that movie made me cry so hard I must suck your dick.
It may be though. You may get someone where it's just like, that's so sad. I just want to feel loved. Just love me.
I need you to
And I'm like, I love you.
I need you to turn my bean blue by you.
It's gonna be real blue by you.
You're terrible, dude.
God damn it. Now I'm gonna have to mark this as mature too. Shit.
Dude, I
You're
can't
so
wait till at
close.
the end of the year the super cut of the horny cut comes out.
Sooner horny, hornier later. Fuck. Now I have to make a note of that. Would you watch this again?
Why
Yeah,
not, dude?
I have to.
I think so, yes. Like, because it's one of those movies where I just want to watch with certain people. Like, there's certain people where I think
see
like
how
they
they
can get a lot
react.
out of this movie. Well, not only that, where it's just like anybody that I know that has a situation similar, I think like it could be a very touching like movie. As long as it doesn't like trigger, like this movie might be triggering for some people.
So that's
That's
what I was
100%.
thinking too. Like, if you lost your parents because they were deported, bro, you're gonna have some fucking PTSD flashbacks in this bitch,
Yeah,
which would be so fucking hard. Like, that's rough, man.
yeah.
Don't show
I mean,
this.
even like the stuff with the system stuff. Like, if you're someone that's like grew up in the system, and you
Yeah.
like, you'll really feel for that character. Because like on the outside looking in, I feel for that character. I could imagine if I was someone that went through that.
I mean, yeah, Alex and I talk about all the time that once we get a bigger house, we have to either foster a kid or adopt someone, because, like, our house is gonna be way fucking better than most of the houses that they run into. Like,
Yeah.
you know, and we'll just hearing about negative stories is hard. So like watching this man talk about a negative story that he really fucking embodied this character. So seeing
Yeah.
him weep over like the shitty times that he saw while he was in the foster care system, hard.
Mhm.
It's so fucking hard.
He was just so believable. Like every word he said, I thought it was truth.
Yeah. I mean, we can't even be sure that he wasn't in the foster care system, honestly.
We don't know. Yeah, honestly, yeah.
He could have been. And would you recommend
Yeah.
I would.
only to some
I mean,
people?
shit. I've been telling people to watch this movie. I told you guys to watch
To
this
all
movie.
people, man.
Not to all people. I would not. Like James said, I wouldn't. I would only offer it to people who have been through these situations and are fortified enough to watch it. Like I wouldn't. Like I would not. If my parents got deported and somebody told me to watch this movie and they just got deported yesterday, hey bro, why you tell me to watch this shit? What the fuck is wrong with you? Like,
Hey, you're not me. Hey, you're not the only one that's ever felt like that. Hey, Blue Bayou. He
yeah,
felt
go
it
watch
too.
Blue Bayou. No, I would never.
Is that a blue thought or a true thought?
Is that a blue thought or a true thought?
Well, I'm
little
gonna
bit
do
of both.
every thought's a blue thought at this point. So, so yeah, just certain people who can handle it. You know what I mean? I probably
True
should.
film art tours, dude. I'm gonna fucking recommend this too.
I don't know. I don't even think I should have watched it with the mental state I've been in recently. So you know,
Oof.
if I'm not on next week's episode, it's all James' fault. Even though
Well,
I
at
really
least we'll know what happened.
you're right.
I'll take half responsibility for that.
Yeah, because you backed it up. You were championing Blue Bayou the whole time.
It really was.
Our ratings. Who's got a good one? Should we not do funny ones? Should we just?
That's just straight up ones, man.
We've been joking a lot.
Yeah. I'm going to
Yeah.
give it 10 out of 10 years of being out of the country.
Oh, but it's 100 out of 100 for him. He's out of the country till he's dead. James, do you have one? I don't know.
I'll give it also a 10 out of 10, and those are true thoughts, right?
There you go.
I already made it up again.
Yeah. It's true thoughts. So, I don't know, man. I really want to give this movie a 10.
What?
I really want to give this movie a 10. But am
Give
I
it a
just
9.9.
am I just slinging 10s like that now though? I've given a lot of
So
movies
this is my thought process right here. So I think the movie is a 9 out of 10, but due to the fact that it made me more emotional than any movie I've ever seen, I feel like I have to give it the 10.
I think
because
so too.
I'm in the same boat as James.
Alright.
I think this movie was a 9, but this is the first movie that made me cry ever. So
Objectively, this movie is a 9. But subjectively,
Yes.
that subjective score puts it over. Yeah, that's why I'm giving it 10 out of 10 tears into my pizza puff. Bro, when I'm telling you I was weeping, it was hard. I had to pause the movie because Alex came in and she was like, "What are you watching?" And I started crying because I was thinking about it. And I was like, it's a hard movie. And I'm explaining it to her, and she came over and had to literally console me. And it wasn't even at the worst part yet. This was an hour and 40 into the movie. She came in and I had to describe it.
But there's a lot of parts.
Yeah. I mean, this is the first perfect movie I think all three of us have ever given, ever.
Probably.
And I can't wait for someone to fucking be in the YouTube comments 6 years from now and be like, "What the fuck were they thinking? Those idiots."
7 to pasty.
Yeah.
They didn't need the Asian lady.
You know what?
it was too sad.
I don't even think cops are that racist, dude.
Minari was
the cop
better,
is so
dude.
one-dimensional. Like, what are you talking about?
Nobody's whole thing is just being racist.
They're here to protect and serve.
It
dude. What
wasn't
the
though. It
fuck?
was racist and sausage.
Yeah, sausage and racist. Until he was disgusted by the sausage, actually.
That actually cracked me up.
It was funny, and then he gets his ass beat, which is even
Yeah.
funnier.
He was so pissed.
All right, what are we seeing next? What are you thinking? What comes out next week for sure?
Triangle of Sadness.
Is that like wide release next week?
I mean, my AMC's showing it, so
Okay, well
I'm
you
assuming.
also have the fucking recliner seats, so fucking chill out, homeboy.
Wait, did you guys both end up seeing Bros? Are we
No,
gonna do that?
no. I haven't yet. I don't know if I'll be able to make it to the theaters during the week. Smile is apparently good though. Just throwing it out there.
That also comes out
What?
this week.
Yes. People are saying as long as you're looking for a trashy horror movie, Smile is your shit. So if we could find it completely legally online, that's all I'm saying.
Oh,
Is
wait,
that
JK.
on Peacock and anything?
Triangle of Sadness isn't showing on my shit. Man, fucking AMC lied to me.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's probably showing next week and it's like limited this week.
Yeah.
Is there any streaming thing coming out new?
I'm not sure.
I'm still looking at Triangle of Sadness. I'm not gonna lie to you.
After seeing this, I don't think I want to watch Blonde back to back with those.
Oh no!
Is
no,
Blonde hella
no,
sad? Let's get a quick review of Blonde. Is it hella sad?
You want to see Ana de Armas just crying the whole time?
Oh no, that's not what I thought this was.
Just being gaslit the whole time.
Oh
Just
man.
being her mental state just degrading.
Abusive.
I mean,
Yeah.
but let's be real. Of
I
course
thought it
she
was
was
gonna be a
being
fun-
abused.
I thought it was gonna be a fun, like, oh, Marilyn Monroe, dude, she's a
Yeah.
sex symbol.
Yeah, you thought it'd be all happy birthday, Mr. President.
No, dude. When JFK shows up and like, oh,
Oh man, it sounds rough. Yeah, I
Yeah.
might have to
I
go
hear
see.
every character is like a piece of shit in the movie.
I mean, but you know,
except what's his face?
back in the day, everybody was a piece of shit.
big nose.
Oh my god, I don't know.
Adrian Brody, is that who's in
Yeah,
it?
there you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Oh,
him.
he's a good guy. Shit, fucking, I don't even have showing of Bros this week. We're gonna have to really fucking figure this out off screen.
This
Yeah,
shit's gone.
I don't know what's happening. We're gonna figure it out though.
I like that.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, wait, you saw Bros already?
Yeah.
Oh, well, don't spoil it. Don't say you like it. What the fuck, man?
I hated it.
There you go. Thank you. Gaslight me. I want you to honey dick me. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in on twitch.tv/soonerlatertv for our review of Blue Bayou. Continue listening and watching and showing your support on all social medias at soonerlatertv. If you couldn't catch us live, don't worry. You can catch us on all podcasting platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, all of it. We even got video on Spotify. Our episodes are recorded live on Sundays and uploaded every Wednesday afternoon. So tune in next week for our review of something. We love you guys. Bye.
Bye.